Hello! Today we're going to create this cool sketch effect in After Effects. It doesn't require any third-party plugins. It works with any footage. It has some settings that you can adjust to get a unique look. So let's begin. Let's create a new comp and call it Sketch. I'll drop a piece of footage onto the timeline to see how the effect is working. I'll create an adjustment layer and call it Dodge. Next, let's add an invert effect, which by default basically inverts the colors of the footage. After that, we'll set the layer blending mode to color dodge. It doesn't work for now because we're using inverted colors. But if we add a Gaussian blur effect and start increasing the blur radius, the darker areas of the footage start to pop up. Let's set the radius to 140 and turn on the repeat edges switch. Let's have a look. Seems like a great start. Duplicate the adjustment layer, delete the effects, set the mode to normal, and rename it to Vignette. I'll add a fill effect and set the color to white. Select the ellipse tool and double-click to add a circular mask to the layer. Set the mode to subtract, press F to reveal the feather parameter, and set it to 500. Great! Duplicate the adjustment layer again. Delete the fill effect, delete the mask, and let's call it Color. Add a Gaussian blur effect. Set it to 25 and turn on the Repeat Edges checkbox. Now set the layer blending mode to color. Thus, we are slightly blurring the colors of the footage and desaturating it a bit. Let's also add a solid composite effect to prevent the transparency issues on the edges. Let's create a new solid layer. I'll call it Noise 1. Add a fractal noise effect. Set the contrast to 150, brightness to -50, and scale to 600. Next, alt-click on the evolution stopwatch and in the expression area type Time multiply 750. After that, expand the evolution options area. Alt-click on the random seed stopwatch and type Index. Set the layer blending mode to Classic Color Burn. Press T to reveal the opacity parameter and lower it down to 40. Duplicate the noise layer. Set the blending mode to Overlay and increase the opacity up to 50, just a bit. Let's see how it works. Cool! Let's add a paper texture. Drag and drop it on top. Fit to the composition size and set the blending mode to multiply. Some really cool details appear, especially in the bright areas. Great! Create another copy of the adjustment layer and bring it on top. Let's call it Adjustments. Set the blending mode to normal and delete the effects. Add a tint effect. Let's set the black map to some very dark violet, like this. And the white map to very light blue, almost white. Next, let's add a levels effect and set the output white to 150. Add a brightness and contrast effect. Let's set the contrast to 75. Add another levels effect to get the brightness back. Set the input white to 175 and the output black to 40. Let's add a noise effect and set it to 10. Finally, an important part of the effect, I'll add a posterized time effect to lower the frames per second rate, like it is a cartoon animation. Let's set it to 10. Let's have a look. Looks great. We can easily change the footage. Just select the footage layer, hold Alt or Option on Max, and drag and drop another piece onto the timeline. Set the tint to 0 to get the colors back. We can also set the Dodge Gaussian blur value really low to get some thin pencil lines. Great! If we increase the blur amount a lot, we'll get a cool watercolor look. Let's also set the Gaussian blur on the color layer to 0 to get more saturation. Looks great. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you liked the video. Thanks for watching and see you soon.